started. Thank you guys for jumping on this team call. I appreciate it. I'm hopeful that my Zoom will not log out on me because the last two yoga classes I've taught yesterday and the day before, my Zoom for some reason just kept randomly shutting down. So if it does shut down, I want you guys to know I will hop right back on right away. So don't think you lost me for good. Let's retry for a couple of minutes. Maybe it's just my Wi-Fi glitching. But fingers crossed that we're not going to have any technical difficulties tonight. I'm excited to be here with you guys. We had a break last week from the team call because I was traveling. I hope you took advantage of that time. I've seen a lot of skyrocketing in sales over the last week, which I'm believing is because so many of you had those Christmas and July sales. So I'm hopeful that it was valuable for you to run a sale like that and that everybody is feeling excited about what's coming up. Tomorrow, something amazing is happening. If you are new in the Younique business, then you might not have ever tried our Hottie Lip Plumpers. You guys, I have clients that order 3 and 4 of these at a time because they love them so much and they go through it. This our Hottie Lip Plumper has a peppermint oil in it, as well as a bunch of other things to help plump your lips. And when you put it on, there is a tingle effect that is almost addictive. But my husband does not like when I kiss him when I'm wearing my Hottie Lip Plumper. So just be mindful that your significant other may not love it as much as you do. But the idea is that it's a lip plumper that goes on like a lip gloss, and it gives your lips a little bit more fullness, and it draws the blood to the surface of your lips. And I love it. I use it all the time as part of my makeup routine. I put it on while I'm doing my skincare and my hair so that it can work before I put on my lipstick. Now I know I have full lips, but I still love it. So if you know anybody that says to you, "Oh, I wish I could get lip injections," or anything like that, always offer the Hottie Lip Plumper because it's amazing. And that's why it's one of the things we have a hard time keeping in stock, is because how much they love it. It just flies off the shelves. So that comes out tomorrow. When it comes out tomorrow, you're only going to be allowed to add one to the order. So just remember that you can only get one at a time. It's not something that you can bulk buy, because they want to try to make sure that everybody gets a fair chance at getting some, especially some of the new presenters that have never even tried it for themselves. They want to try to get a one in everybody's hand. I will buy at least one so that I can have a stock. I might buy more than one because I've got a few things going in for the end of the month. Tomorrow is the end of the month. It's the last day for the customizable kudos. You guys have been following along with that for the whole month. It's a good time to reach out to any of your customers that were on the fence. Take advantage of the end of the month. Say, tomorrow's the last day. Did you need anything before it's over? There will be people that will say, yes, girl, let me get that, because what else is tomorrow? It's payday. So a lot of people will be getting their paycheck, and they might have that money to be able to get it. Now that people are starting to go back to work, it's important for us to be mindful of pay schedules. So a lot of people get paid on a bi-weekly schedule. A lot of people get paid weekly, which means every Friday, but the people that get paid bi-weekly get paid tomorrow. People like me, people like my husband who works for the government, we run on the same cycle, and we all get paid tomorrow. So there's going to be people with money in their hand. It'd be a good idea tonight, if you were looking to get a little bit more sales because you had a personal goal, or because you were trying to reach Fast Start or qualify a party, an affiliate link or a rewards link rather, now tonight you would want to reach out to all those people and let them know that their customizable bundle is going away tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we will have a brand new kudos announcement, I hope. Sometimes on convention months, they wait and there is no kudos for the first week, and they announce it during convention. And the way it's been the last couple weeks, just to give you guys a little heads up about what's happening next week, they almost always have the August kudos for the Unique Foundation. So it's a Unique Foundation or a Defend Innocence themed kudos to help raise awareness, and 100% of profits go towards the Unique Foundation. So just be on the lookout. When the kudos does come out, it's going to give you an opportunity, if it is a Unique Foundation or a Defend Innocence Foundation, it's going to give you an opportunity to spotlight the heart of this company and our mission, which is to truly change the lives of women that were sexually abused and to prevent future children from being sexually abused. That mission, there is nobody that would come up against that mission. You can't find a better cause than that, especially if you're a survivor, and especially if you understand the statistics that 1 in 4 and 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually assaulted before the age of 18. So when you understand those statistics, if you are a survivor, this is definitely the perfect opportunity to use that platform to start advocating for that healing and using that as a way to create conversations with people that maybe didn't know what we stood for, right? Yes, we sell makeup, but more than that, we're changing lives and we're helping people. I've only talked about it a few times, but I went to the Haven Retreat 2 years ago, and I'll tell you, it is remarkable what they're doing for women. There was a woman that was 70 years old in my group of 8. You get broken down into groups of 8. And there was a woman who was 70 years old in my group who had never told her story before. 70 years old. She had been carrying that with her for at least 55 years without talking about it openly. And we need to be the people that stand on the front lines and say, no more shoving it under the rug, no more pretending like it doesn't exist. We are the front line, the people that are going to start standing up and saying, this is enough is enough. It's time to advocate for the health of our children and the future of our children. So as obviously I'm passionate about it, it's been something that's meant a lot to me, and going to the retreat and seeing what those dollars go towards is just remarkable what they're doing with that money. And I've donated hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars towards it. And my goal, I've said this before, one of my personal goals is to write a check for $2,500 to the Unique Foundation. So that covers the cost of one woman to attend. In case you didn't know how much it costs $2,500 for one woman to attend, and it's completely free for them. They don't have to pay for transportation from the airport. They don't have to pay for food. They don't have to pay for lodging. They don't have to pay for materials. All of the arts and the crafts are all covered for them. They get to do yoga. They get to do art therapy. They get to do Muay Thai, and it's 100% paid for, as well as the counseling and the things that they're going to get with learning about diet and nutrition and insomnia. The workbook alone is so incredibly valuable. So the cost to send one participant is $2,500. The only thing they need to pay for is their flight. Another thing for you to know as we forward look into next week, you don't have to be a unique presenter to apply and go. Anybody can go. So even if it wasn't you that suffered, you might know someone who was a survivor, and you could suggest it to them and just let them know that it's a resource to them. More than half of the women that were in my group, 5 out of 8, were not unique presenters, and they try very hard not to make it about the makeup. In fact, there is a moment, an activity that you do while you're there. They do your makeup and hair, and they give you a photo shoot so that you can start to see yourself feeling and looking your best. They don't use any unique products for those photo shoots, not because unique products aren't good, but because they don't want the participants to feel pressured into buying the makeup because they were receiving the benefits of the retreat. And that's so in alignment with the integrity of our owners. And I just want you guys to know that if you're watching this back, our owners truly do care about us, and they show it over and over and over again by small little things like that. Trust and love isn't one big sweeping profession. It's done by small little things. You don't fall in love with somebody just one day waking up with them. It was everything that they did leading up to that, all the small actions of sending you the good morning text and asking you you if you needed any wine refills, or taking you out to dinner and opening the car door. It's all the small little actions that show you someone's affection and care for you. And that's what Younique does for us. They show us in all these small ways as well as all of these big ways how much they care for us. And that's why I love this company so much, is because their heart aligns with my heart, and I'm down to the end because of that. So just be looking out next week. You're going to see a lot about it. Many of you have tickets. I will be going live in the Glam Squad with some of the training as I can. If you have a ticket, you will have that access to watch along, but I also plan on projecting it into the group, so at least some of it, so you can see what the hype is all about. And they should announce 4 new products next week. Brand spanking new products are coming out next week. I'm like a kid that on Christmas Eve when I find out that I'm getting 4 brand new products next week. I cannot wait. You guys should start collecting your lists of past customers. You should start giving some little like fun things on your Facebook, like what do you think it could be? If you're in line with Younique, what is something that the brand is missing? Get people talking about it, create some buzz, and then intentionally release the new products to them in a way that is to create a marketing strategy. You start talking about it now and create buzz, and then you unload it next week, and some people are going to feel so validated that they chose the right one. Yes, we do need retractable liners, or yes, we do need this, and that is a strategy for getting some interaction on your Facebook page. Okay. The last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about before we opened it up for questions, it wasn't last week, it might have been 2 weeks ago, we sat down with the leadership team for the month of July, all earned a chance to go onto the leadership call with Black Status Brandy Middleton, who is above me, above Jennifer, above Adriana, and above Kanisha. So she has built a Black Status 1 and 2 Black Statuses, and she came and talked to our team. And so she's a strong leader. She had a lot of great information, but there is something that she shared with us that I've already started implementing, and I think it's going to be huge for our team moving forward. And so I wanted to guide you through kind of some of the steps that I was doing on the back end to implement this. So she said that she was having a really hard time with her when she would recruit someone, helping them be in the business. A lot of people come into this business saying that they just want to be a kidnapper and they only want the deal. And I think that that is fine to allow them to be that way, but she developed, or she suggested, a plan, which I've already implemented, I'm going to show you in a second, to help at least even the kidnappers get integrated into the community and launch them in a way that gives them a platform to jump if they do decide to jump into the pool and even do this as a hobbyist. Okay. So what she said that she started doing is that every person that she recruits, whether it's 1 a month or whether it's a 10 a month, she starts their launch party for them in a group. She creates a group for them. She names it their name Beauty Box. So I'll show you in a second. I have Vicky's Beauty Box. Vicky's somebody that I sponsored at the beginning of this month. Vicky's Beauty Box. Create that group. And then as her sponsor, mentor, business leader, somebody that's going to help her grow her business, I am going to post for the first 5 days of that group's existence, sharing everything about the mascara. I'm going to focus solely on one product. That's the 4D mascara. And I'm going to, just like I would run an affiliate for someone else, a link for someone else, I'm going to run it for my new presenter. Now, why is this valuable? It's valuable for a couple of different reasons. First, it's allowing your new presenter to see that you are in it for the long run and you actually care about their success, that them signing up wasn't the end of the road. we say you're going to get mentorship. We say you're going to get training, but then we drop them off. I say this, I've said this before. Imagine you had a baby and you put them in their nursery. You brought them home from the hospital. You put them in their nursery. You put some diapers and some formula down next to the crib and you left them for a week. In your mind, you gave them everything they need to survive. You gave them diapers, you gave them formula. How do you think that baby's going to do? Not so good, right? So with our new presenters, if we take care and feed for them a little bit more in the beginning until they get their training wheels off, they're going to be more successful. Most people don't know how to run a business like this. You'll notice many people have never been in direct sales before. How do you expect them to understand how to operate one of these things? We take it for granted that we know what PRS means. But if you put yourself in a brand new person's shoes who's never even been in network marketing, there's these weird acronyms. There's a website they have to learn about. They've been thrown into groups and chats, and so now their phone's dinging 1,000 times a minute. And I understand why people shut down and never do anything in the business. And I feel like it's because there's a lot of stimulation without a lot of support. And so this philosophy puts you back in direct line of their success. And you help them by starting their group and making their posts. And all they have to do is invite their friends and family. I'm telling them that they have to be the hype woman to the group. I want you to co-sign everything I say. I want you to tag people in the post. I want you to share, interact with your friends and family. And you kind of take the pressure off of them about having to know it all. Because they don't know it all. They just signed up. They don't know what vitamins and nutrients are in our serum. They don't know why lash primer is important. They don't understand how the lash serum is going to help grow and lengthen lashes because they're brand new and they just got a kit. So now I'm a subject matter expert because I've been around the block for a little bit. I've tried some of these products. I can help. So now it's me and her linking arms versus me dropping her off in the nursery and saying, go check out that training that's in my team page. Do you see where I'm saying? See where feels like it's going to be more supportive to those new people? So it's also going to give them confidence because now they don't have to figure everything out at the beginning. You're going to be there with them step by step. And once they start getting those sales, which hopefully they do because you know the post to post, then they're going to start building confidence. And then after that entire thing runs, you sit down, you have a conversation and you say, well, look at this. You had $300 in sales. I really think if you applied yourself, if we could sit down and have a one-on-one, we could set up a plan to make you more successful. I think you could run with this. Pouring belief is the 99% of leadership. Pouring belief into people that don't believe that they can. Okay, so I love this strategy because I think it's duplicatable as well. So now that they've watched you do that for them, when it's their turn and they sign someone, all you have to do is refer back to the steps that you took for them and show them how to do that. Start a group for them, create a graphic for them. Now they're stepping into a leadership role. And once they start stepping into a leadership role, they're more active and the training wheels come off and they start actually running in their business. More people will run if you set them up for this than if you just drop them off in the nursery. Okay, so I love this strategy. So I'm just going to show you how I set them up for the last 2 people that I recruited. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Okay. Let me know if you guys can see this. Can somebody just wave at me that you can see this, my screen where you can see my Facebook page? Yep. Okay, good. So I have 2 here. I have one for Sadie and one for Vicky. They both signed up with me in the last couple of weeks. I created a banner, and I'm going to post this in the Glam Squad so you guys can use this. The banner I have does not have the Vicki's on it. It just says Beauty Box. So then you would just create your own with their name on it for whatever your new presenter is. Okay. And then you just use this as the banner. Unless you want to make your own, you're welcome to, but I feel like I did a pretty good job making this one, so I'm going to share it. You guys are welcome to steal it. So they've got this banner, and then I've already scheduled all the posts. So when you create a group versus an event, you can schedule posts. So what I did was I scheduled all of these posts to run starting on Saturday. Okay, so you go to scheduled posts, you can see there's 13 of them to run between the 1st and the 6th of the month. And all of these scripts, except for this very first welcome one, which is just me introducing myself to the group and who I am, I included my new presenters link. See how that says Vicki Harvey? That's her link, not my link. That's her link. So I included that into my welcome message with a picture of the box. That's why you're here. Is you're here to welcome Vicki into the beauty business and check out the box, right? Then after that, every single one of these posts, you can see them here. I've scheduled, I've run them through. There's our Holly with a Y. I've got all of these posts here. You guys can see them all. They're in the Glam Squad under, let me go to, can you hear me? Did I lose you guys? Oh, okay. My thing was cutting out, so I wasn't sure. In the Glam Squad, can you guys still see my screen? I don't want to lose you. Okay. Under units, and then under launch party, there's all of these scripts here. So there's a video from me to kind of walk you through the process of understanding your back office and how to start one. But then here you can see day 1 scripts, and they're where each one of these arrows is 1, 2, 3, that's 3 different posts. Okay. And then there's 3 pictures here. And then there's a day 2 scripts. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 3 different posts and 3 different pictures. So you can literally copy and paste from these and save the pictures down and schedule them into your new presenter launch events. So you don't have to really rethink the wheel. And all I did was I opened up both tabs, Sadie's and Vicki's, copy, paste, save. Next post, copy, paste, save. So it really didn't take me more than an hour to set both of them up with their launch events. How long do you think, let me stop my screen share. How long do you think it would have taken them to do something like that? Probably longer than an hour. Because even just learning how to understand how to create a group in Facebook, or, you know, what the units are, is going to feel overwhelming. So as their mentor, as their leader, we want to take more investment into their success. And I love that Brandy Middleton brought this up, because it's not something that I was doing before. And now I'm immediately implementing it, and I foresee more people jumping off strong. As a third benefit, if they decide that they don't want to work the business, okay, let's just say that they are true to their word and they want to be a kidnapper, you now have access to their network because they added them all into that group and you're in that group. So you can still 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever it is, that person that ended up being a kidnapper could still lead you to another person that wants to get the kit or wants to buy some makeup or actually wants to work the business. So even if you're thinking, oh my God, that's a lot of work, it is, but it's going to help you in the long run because you're basically running an affiliate link for your new presenter. So you're going to get team volume. You're going to help build that person up, and maybe they can believe that they're going to have success, whereas maybe they were saying that they were a kidnapper because they didn't believe that they could, but you just showed them how they could, and then you helped them do it. So that is going to buy them in to being more invested into trying some more things. Okay, so these are a few of the things that I was working on this week, and I wanted to share that with you guys and then open it up for questions if you had any. But the idea is essentially more care and feeding and less leaving to the wolves. You know, you work on someone to get them signed up, and then you drop them like it's hot. And I think we could do a lot better job at helping newbies understand the ropes. Wouldn't you guys have liked that if your presenter that signed you did that for you? You're not allowed to shake your head if I recruited you. I'm sorry. I'm a work in progress too. I'm learning. I'm trying to figure this out. I am by no means perfect. That's why I have these trainings with other leaders that come in to teach you guys what they know, because everybody in this business has different skill sets, has different learnings and understandings. And the biggest way to screw yourself is to think you know it all and that you don't need training. Even I am constantly looking for training, constantly at Purple Status, like talking to other leaders and trying out new techniques. So please believe that even I'm learning and growing as a person too, and we're in this together. Nobody is exempt from needing to be a student to this business. So I'm grateful that they come on, and you guys can be on the next leadership call. I opened the July one up for anyone because I wanted you guys to see the value that it was. And for August, you'll have to have $500 in sales or at least one new presenter before the 15th of the month, and you can earn your invite to the next leadership call, which will be a big one, like big. So I'm hoping a lot of you guys earn it. All right, let's open it up for questions. I feel like I talked 1,000 miles a minute. No questions? Does anybody have anything going on in their business that they want to chat about? Any challenges, anything they're excited for? All right. Well, I'm not going to keep you longer than I need to. We got a lot of work to do. Tomorrow's the end of the month. I want you to get into the messenger, let those people know that their chance to get 25% off of anything that they want is going away. Let's look forward to convention next week. I'm so freaking excited. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next week for the team call.